I guess I had to turn that down a little. Say hello, everyone, and welcome to another Riding with Rotn. Probably another uninteresting video, along with a plethora of them on YouTube. Gonna hopefully, going to the range regardless, hopefully be able to do some more than just testing. Maybe get some footage for the only videos that seem to actually get halfway decent because, like many, for most of these things, I'm probably a pretty unentertaining person. Then again, I can't really blame people. I'm pretty boring in real life to begin with. I was a much more interesting person when I was in the military with the people that I hung out with because they had much more interesting lifestyles that I was occasionally a part of. But today we're going to go down a different route to get to my range. Yeah, you're not going fast enough for me to care. But of course, since I got started this, my mouth went dry. So I'm going to do the cardinal sin. I'm popping open my Ghost energy drink. Oh, this is going to be the first freaking carbonated beverage I've had since I got my fake tooth yesterday. So for those who were unaware or just didn't care, and it's a pretty uninteresting story, years back I had a massive infection in my lower jaws to go to the beginning of it, which caused me to get a root canal, which ended up while I was in the military, which caused me to have to travel to Lubbock to get a root canal so that way I could go and get a crown installed. To then have it that when the temp crown was almost falling off, that I contacted dental, and apparently they had my permanent crown for several weeks and just never called me. So then fast forward a decade, just shy of a year ago, while watching Wizard of Cause, when he was just BS. I don't remember what game he was playing, but he was BSing with Chaos Eve. It's after work, I think after the gym. I'm eating my dinner, and the crown broke. So I'm like, this is a can of chili with tater tots and cheese. Like, this doesn't have anything hard in it. What is this hard thing? And lo and behold, my crown broke off. But not just the crown break, it's the base of the crown that broke. So luckily, since the next day was a Friday, I was able to call one of the few dentals around me that was open on Friday to set up an appointment for the following week. Had it looked at, went through the whole process, decided that, yeah, I was going to end up spending potentially $5,000 or more to get a fake tooth because I don't want to deal with a bridge. Definitely didn't want to deal with a veneer. And leaving it open leaving a no tooth there is actually a bad thing. It will in time cause you to have to lose more teeth. But since I couldn't get the tooth pulled when I had hoped, I ended up going on vacation with my dad, going down to Arkansas, visiting my great uncle. Had a wonderful time down there. Spent time with my dad and my uncle, and got a bunch of pictures that I probably should put online sometime, but I probably won't. Like, yes, I took pictures, and as a man, I'm in absolutely none of them. So then fast forward a little bit, and I get that tooth pulled, and wasn't too terrible. I had to wait the 3 months. 3 months, they install the post for it, don't install the fake tooth or anything. They're like, hey, by the way, continue not eating on that side of your mouth, because if you do, you can impact the post. It will become loose, and many bad things could happen. So then about 3 weeks ago, I thought I was getting the fake tooth. Nope, turns out I played myself, and it was just the impressions. And that was was not fun, but I've had worse. It's another one of those ones where I got complimented on, wow, you can deal with this so much better than others can. Most people are trying to move all around and everything, and it's like, well, I've had to sit there for MRIs and CAT scans because of other things that, or if it was a CAT scan or not, but because of many other things. So it would behoove me not to do that, and it just makes it easier and not have to go through and do that stuff again. Hopefully the lapel mic's working for this. So finally, yesterday they got the tooth, they installed it. I had to wake up earlier, but I took that day off and today off work just to have this type of stuff. So this gives me the opportunity to go to the range. Still feels a little weird now that I have something there. It's not this little post thing that my tongue kept hitting. Oh, there's Cop. Technically, I'm not doing anything illegal from what I'm aware of, so I don't think he's going to follow me. Nope. It's actually pretty funny. I could have probably just recorded audio of this and just used my dash cam footage, but I'd still have to turn my radio off or, dang it. What are y'all slowing down for? It's fucking 55. It's 55 and the shit's melted. The roads are good. Fucking hit your goddamn gas pedal. Good fucking God. 10 under, you assholes. Well, back to the fake tooth. So it got installed yesterday. I was able to eat on that side. Still just feels really weird. And one of the things most people don't realize is with your regular teeth, they actually do move when you eat because there is a little bit of cushion of it being bone and all the whatnot. So it's going to take a while to get used to. I'm about used to there being something there now, but still not 100% there. Figured ramble about that because there's not much else I'm doing currently. I haven't made a video in freaking a few weeks because last weekend I woke up and was just worn the fuck out. But it'd be like that sometimes when you're older. And I don't have that drive that some other YouTubers do. They just constantly be doing something. So that's probably a detriment to me. And then it doesn't help the fact that I do a whole bunch of other random crap. And the only consistent things I do are the Talking Into the Void live stream and the freaking movie reviews that are just me and friends bullshitting about the movie we just watched. So to a lot of people, I'm probably uninteresting, like I said earlier, but it be that way. Not all of us are going to live these grandiose lives. Oh no, I'm the asshole not hitting the speed limit. At least I haven't seen a speed limit reduction sign yet. And I'm turning my freaking heater off because of all the extra clothes I'm currently wearing. I'm kind of sweating a bit. So what else can I talk about? Oh, we can go back to the one thing like I was saying, because for YouTube, I'm not considered like the best type of thing. One, I barely have any subscribers compared to a lot of people. I actually feel kind of bad. One of the guys I was in the military with, he's been doing some stand-up comedy and whatnot, and he's actually a pretty funny dude. He's not going to be for everyone. I know there's some people that wouldn't agree that he's a bisexual male and whatnot, but his stuff is a little more consistent with his comedy. Mine, like I've said, doesn't follow what YouTube has become of you're going to go with one subject predominantly, and that's all you're going to do. Like, not many people can pull what Wendigoon can, but man, that dude's a storyteller. Like, there's just some people that can do that. Like, you have, Technology Connections. Some of the stuff I've watched on, like, appliances. But then again, they're good at that. They found their niche and it goes with it. I mean, yeah, with Technology Connections, it's mostly little knickknacks and whatnot of technology, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, not many people can do what Wendigoon can. I mean, I'm probably sure someone would come in and be like, oh, there's like these 12 other YouTubers or whatnot with millions of subs that can do that. And it's like, well, man, you're probably right. But most of the biggest YouTubers tend to stick to, like, their one channel does one thing. Because, for some odd reason, people have a problem with a YouTuber who does one thing and then they'll branch out into something else unless that's on another channel. Get in the turning lane. Yeah, gotta watch my speed through here. Driving by a school, freaking cops will be out and about. I just don't want to get pulled over because I hate dealing with the bullshit. Well, I definitely feel old because I remember when not much of this stuff was here. I don't even know that little gun shop still going by. I think a couple of the restaurants we just passed have switched names several times. Oh, excuse me. All right, people, the fucking speed limit went back up to 55. Reset your cruise control. And I really should have put this to the side. Some of the side stuff that you can see is way better looking than what I'm looking at on the road. I'm gonna have to figure that out for a mount one of these days when I do go buy some of these things. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get the stores and some of the repair places and everything, but then there's just like some of the fields that, especially for with it being winter, I mean, at least from the distance look at it, they haven't even been touched other than by maybe some animals. And I haven't seen too many snowmobile tracks. Oh, adopt a highway is available. Oh. It's just always kind of fun to get out and take the alternate route, which I was never big on for a lot of my time. I'm only going to be doing the speed limit. Y'all can go ahead and go by me. I am not in that big of a rush. I know some people probably not like the area and whatnot. I could live out here. My only issue is I would have to find somewhere that or pay for the internet to be better. Not because I'm going to be putting out constant videos and everything. I'm trying to get to where I'm one a week. If things go the way I'd like, they can. It's going to cost me a little more in gas, but that's on me. I highly doubt I'm ever going to get big enough to where I can even make a couple of bucks off YouTube. Yeah, I could do the same thing a whole bunch of people could or do, where they're like, oh, join my Patreon or whatnot. I am more of a consumer of YouTube than I am a person who makes content for it. All right, I gotta remember which road I gotta turn on. It's still a bit of a ways away. I don't remember the roads the best. And holy shit, do they need to do some repairs to this? Yeah, Whitmer, saying that our roads are so good when a lot of them are trash because you don't actually pay the people to fix them properly. Since, like usual, everything for the government has to be bid on, it's always done to the lowest bidder. They're still overcharging. I think that's the funniest thing to me about like the whole Doge thing with Elon Musk. Like, I don't care whether you like him or not. Just the weirdest thing is the amount of people who are bringing up the like they want the fraud and waste to continue. How dare you look into democratic spending? I'm sorry, not democratic spending. Bureaucratic spending. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the shortcut. Yeah, it is. Oh, if only things could go my way well enough to where, I could have a house and get back into hunting and everything and, not have to have a job. I think that's one of the other few things I disagree with some people about when it comes to the whole thing. I'm not against working. I don't mind having to have a job. Yeah, I would love to have that fuck you money to work. I don't have to work, but I probably never will. I think my only goal that I want to have in the next couple of years, depending how things go, is I want to have my own house. If things would go the way I'd really love for them to go, I'd buy my parents' house, live in the home I grew up in, do some upgrades to it, and then just let shit build for money wise. Yeah, I know one of the other things that hurts me is I don't have necessarily the drive to always try to go after the highest paying jobs, but there has been a very big changing from how things were to how things are now for the work-life balance. I know a lot of people blame that on women. I blame that actually more on boomers than I would on women. a lot of boomers and Gen X, when they were growing up, had that whole thing that if they didn't put in the extra effort, even if it was a bit unpaid, it got noticed, it got brought up, it helped them with raises, get jobs they normally wouldn't, that they might not have been able to get. Well, now those same people that were doing that, that's what they're not expecting it. They're demanding that people go and do that. That they go through and go above and beyond what the expectations are of your regular job, and then want to get mad at you for just doing your job. How dare you do what I pay you for? I've just seen too many people get burnt the fuck out with no reward from it. I mean, the military's always been the worst at it, especially for aircraft maintenance. When I was in the Air Force, guys they'd spend 3, 4, 5 plus years, spending 14, 16 hours at work, going above and beyond. They're barely getting a promote now, or being put above everything. And when finally tell their boss, hey, yeah, I'm not going to be able to put all that in. I'm trying to reconnect with my kids and save the relationship with my wife or my husband, and not have these things like that. The fucking boss has the nerve to be like, oh, I don't think I can put any promote or whatnot because you're just not putting the effort in. It's like, that's why I have a problem, is that there's too many bosses that want to use and abuse. And they think it's fine to be able to do that. No, I'll get off that. What else? Yeah, this is a shitty thing. I actually talk to myself more often than that, and I can have conversations. And like so many others, there's absolutely no pressure in this with me, where it's like I'm behind a camera. I'm basically doing voiceover work. And for some odd reason, I still get nervous and my mind wants to fucking blank. You'd think after a few years of doing live streams and shit like that, I'd be able to, but doing it by yourself is exponentially more difficult for a lot of people. All right. No, that's not my spot for the range. Well, that's why they say some people are made for it, some people aren't. It's a mixture of, perseverance, luck, and talent. Oh, fuck, there's my exit. Oh, nice. This thing's still kind of snowed over, so it's not going to be all super sloppy. All right. I mean, heck, I still find it pretty crazy how many gun channels there actually are on YouTube when you look at it. A bunch of them with fucking hundreds of, it's like thousands or hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I keep seeing new ones, and it's like, I've never, ever heard of you. But that's the way it is for social media and platforms like that. I'm going to call it here for this video, or at least this part of it. And we'll do another one on my way home.